DIY urban design which has been done non-sanctioned, non-commissioned, outside of the formal system of the city. Whether cities like it or not, individuals are creatively integrating with the physical urban environment. The communication in the city, whether it is with urban design or commercial communication through advertisements, billboards, etc. If you think about the way that cities are run, everything from an authoritative, administrative, or commercial level is one-way communication. It is the city speaking at the individual. If it is a billboard, it is a commercial message speaking at the individual. If it is a piece of urban design, it is this object being placed to communicate at the individual. Urban play looks at what happens when that communication becomes a two-way communication. What happens when the individual begins speaking back to the city, and what happens when an actual design dialogue happens between the individual and the city. Whether or not it's taken seriously by cities, it's already happening. The difference here is that if you look at the two dimensions of the Urban Play project, which is the exhibition and the route, those are also the two dimensions of opportunity for the project, in that the Urban Play exhibition is ways in which individuals have taken it upon themselves to customize elements of urban design with such an interest and such a passion that each and every single person in that exhibition basically faces being arrested, faces jail time for physically altering aspects of the city. At there is ways in which cities can create objects and areas which encourage a greater sense of creative integration between the individual and the urban environment. So there are sort of two ways of documenting what is happening around the world already when cities don't allow this, and what could be the opportunity if cities began to encourage a more creative response to design in the city and allow a greater sense of individual contribution and individual collaboration in the creative process in the city. The majority of urban design is done in the cities specifically to prevent people from integrating with it, to prevent people from being able to physically alter elements of that. So the urban play route was done with a specific mission of asking the designers what would happen if you created a line of design for the city which encouraged interaction rather than discouraged it. Is absolutely sort of pushing, it's pushing the agenda, and deliberately so. I'm a huge believer that if you push people's imaginations to 100 times what it's used to thinking about, of ideas it's used to contemplating, well, no one's going to go all the way, but people may go 50% of the way, which is still a lot further to bring them along than if you hadn't challenged them to begin with. What I find the rather ironic point of this is that while cities step forward and denounce this urban intervention as a harmful, destructive, parasitic element of society. There's actually an incredible amount of innovation, of design innovation that's happening inside. And I actually believe that there's a very, very strong lesson to be learned from the way in which the creative response is happening in reaction to design in the city. And for people to look closer at this, there's a lot of material there, which I think, as a project, Urban Play is trying to capture and trying to communicate.